Shut up and sit down.
And welcome back to episode 6 and the final episode in the Rust Survival series for this server wipe. So as you can see, we have been raided again, have not been online much of late, and yes, we've got raided, so we got thoroughly cleaned out, but that's Rust, that's how it goes. So, when I logged on, I noticed the guys over the back here, these guys didn't raid me, but noticed they sort of were building their base. They're probably about a day into building their base. So, it's a really nice base. I mean, I think there's a group of 6, and as I got raided, I sort of came over and said hello and wasn't shot. So they're, a reasonably friendly bunch of guys. So I located I knew who the chap who raided me was, so I had to, I did what every solo survivalist would do in such a time, and basically I temporarily joined a clan, not as an official member, but I ran with these guys for a good day or two. Located the base of the chap who raided me, and we reconned their base, but unfortunately I wasn't able to join in on the actual raid, so I had some other commitments to take care of. But these guys took care of the raid for me. Really good bunch of guys too, and I just thought I'd give you a little look at their base. It's a really impressive base. It's got a very large hexagonal structure in the middle, with about 5, octagonal structures sort of surrounding the outside. You really can't see from those large external stone walls. Kind of take away from the aesthetic of it, but it's a really well built base. Everything is symmetrical. So these guys have probably built this base a few times on various Rust servers. Didn't take them long to put it together, so they knew what they were doing. Yeah, so just a shout out to Dukin and Jerry. Thanks for letting me run around with you. And I hope you enjoyed raiding that other chap. This is all their quarries, which they've had running pretty much 24/7 for the last few days. So I think what I'll do on the next Rust series is we might try and do snap traps. These guys like their snap traps around the edge. Might try and see if I can join in with these guys and do a little bit of co-op Rust. Even though Rust is fun to not only play on your own as like a solo player, but maybe get in with a group of other folks in a bit of a group or a clan, and pool your resources and work together. Rust kind of really comes into its own then. When you are working as a group and as a team, it's definitely a whole lot of fun. Actually, the weather in Rust today is really ordinary. The wind is kind of howling, and it's very dynamic weather in Rust, and I like looking up and seeing blue skies, but it's a very ordinary, overcast, windy, blowy kind of a Rust day. Yeah, so yeah, I prefer the blue skies and the sun. You know, being a cyclist, I love being out on the bike. It was like the road bike or the track bike or the mountain bike. Just love being out in the sun. Don't really enjoy being out on the bike in the sort of overcast, blowy conditions. Is not much fun, and that's the same with Rust. Anyway, if you've made it this far, I'd like to thank you for watching my my videos here of my first Rust series, or the first videos I have ever made, gameplay that I've put together, and the editing of the video. I've found the process to be really challenging and really enjoyable, and I have a real deep respect for those Rust YouTubers who just put out frequent content, because it's not the easiest game to make content for, because as you know, in Rust there's a lot of running, and there's a lot of sort of just boring gathering, a lot of hitting trees and hitting rocks, and so all that stuff doesn't actually make for over-exciting gameplay. So I'm gonna really put my hats off to Vertigo and all those guys for their, for the Rust videos that they put together. And yeah, you guys really do an awesome job. So I know this is my 7th video total now that I've made, and I know the videos are really lame. The editing quality is probably not there, but it improves hopefully it's improving with every video. So yeah, I'd like to thank you if you've made it this far, for watching. Oh, little base over here, we'll have a bit of a squiz at. I think it was here a couple of days ago. But yeah, I really just have a respect for those guys who just put out so much Rust content. I mean, that plane is so noisy. This server is really strange. I've never seen an airdrop. An airdrop has never dropped near me. I've never seen the plane actually drop the loot. It's like the plane just flies over, but it doesn't actually drop anything. I mean, it probably does, but it's obviously on the other side of the map. So I think here's as good a spot to just wrap things up with this solo survival series, and yes, I look forward to making some more Rust videos, but yeah, the next videos will be probably some co-op gameplay. We might try and go up against a couple of other clans on this server. There are a couple of clans on this server. So that might make some, hopefully, some fairly interesting footage. Hello, Mr. Bear. Please don't eat me. Well, that would be a fitting end to this series. Okay, we might hopefully we'll catch you in the next video. Okay, Pharaoh Bob out. Peace.